Yeah, man, one of the Unseen Sports TV now. Keep watching them, keep supporting them.
Welcome to Unseen Sports TV, people. Yeah, man. Big up, Kimo, checking in early. Uh, yeah, man. Welcome to the family. Welcome to another episode of talking about football, Jamaica football. The under 20 team, as you look at the title, the under 20 team finally are now in Honduras and are settling down, training, get ready for their first match against Costa Rica. Um, yeah. So, and also we're going to talk about the JPL playoff. The JPL playoff is on Monday, right? Monday night. Big matches done by Sabina Park, Arnett Gardens versus um, Harborview and Cavaliers versus Mount Pleasant. That's Manning's man's team, Mount Pleasant. You know my team already. Arnett Garden. So yeah, that's who I'm really going in for. Well, before we go any further, people, I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel, share the link up with your friends. We're gonna talk some football now. Talk and you can also send in anything you want to talk about, any topics you want to talk about, you want to touch on, any questions you want to ask. You can also ask those questions. So I was watching the JFF youth Instagram page, and we saw the reggae boys, the young reggae boys, in Honduras, really going through the paces, getting ready for their match, and questions are being asked. Like people ask me, what's what do I think? Where do I think this team can go? Can this team qualify for the under 20 World Cup? What am I expecting of this under 20 team? Those are the questions that was asked, and I fail to give an honest opinion. I was biased towards Jamaica, but really thinking about it, if you fail to prepare properly, you're preparing to fail, right? If you fail to prepare properly, you're preparing to fail, and because we are Jamaicans and we want to see our country do well, we tend to, not look on the preparation part of the football, and we jump and say, boy, we want them to win. And, and we don't know, we don't research and know who the team is up against, the individual players, the better players in the team. You understand what I'm saying? We just tend to jump and say Jamaica, we believe that Jamaica can win, and players from overseas are in the team and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that make a team play good football or quality football. Number one, management have to make sure that everything right at their end. Management have to make sure that everything right at their end. If it make the boys feel comfortable. Number two, coaching staff have to bring that synergy. Hold on, people. Coaching staff have to bring that synergy in the team. You understand what I'm saying? Coaching staff have to teach these guys the style of play that can break down other teams. You understand what I'm saying? And if you really look at the Jamaican team preparation, it's beyond par. It's beyond par. It's not the best. It's not the best preparation for a team to qualify for a World Cup. Not the best. International level, you cannot get it wrong. But even though I am a Jamaican, I will still choose to say that, you know, Jamaica will qualify. But if you really look at the factors that we face, while preparing for this competition, players coming in on trials, um, players injured, not getting them into the team. You understand me? Um, JFF and their saga. Parents had to chip in with money to get the players out of Jamaica. Private jet a mechanical problem, couldn't leave, had to, got order and explain to carry them over. Everybody straight over to Honduras because some of the players didn't have the US visa to travel through US to go to Honduras. A lot of variables, a lot of different matters happen. So hey, it's it's unbelievable. The preparation for this under 20 team is unbelievable. And if these boys go out there and play some good football and get us to the World Cup, we have to, give praises to God. You understand what I say? Because everybody know you fail to prepare properly, you fail to win. You're preparing to fail. You get what I'm saying? So I am glad that under 20s are in Honduras now and they're settling down, getting focusing on to play the game. They're not really worrying about any logistics. Everything is sorted out. They're there, and I hope that they have everything is sorted out for them to come back to Jamaica um, in peace. And what I would say that there are good coaches over there with them. Fuzzy Gale, Andrew Sewell, Safe Hands, the manager, the fitness coach, the doctor, the masseuse, all of them. They are good persons around them. But I don't know if the style of play that Mr. Gale is going to use is different from the Waterhouse team based on personalities are different players with different, different way how they play. But I have a concern with how statics, for the first half of games. And this is international stage where if you get it wrong first half, it's very difficult for you to get it right second half. You understand what I'm saying? You have to get it right. Your best players have to start the game. Your best players have to go out there and win the game from first half. For you. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? And this is my problem. Watching, Waterhouse, although they don't concede a lot of goals, um, and they score a lot of goals. If you watch some of the big games against big opponents beat Waterhouse. The big opponents like the Arnett Gardens, they beat Waterhouse. The dumb bowling give them a fight, wicked fight, score on them. So the big opponents, Marcel Gale have a hard time with them for stopping them from scoring on his team. Why? Because his team, when they're defending, they allow the team to come at them. They back off while facing them and pressing them, counter pressing them, trying to get the ball from them as early as possible. And that is one of the problem I see with the Waterhouse team. I don't know if he's going to use the same tactics with the national team, where they back off when we're defending and allow other teams to come at us. But I am saying I don't like that style. However, it works for him in the Premier League. He's in the semi-final. This is just my opinion and the style of play that he used. And attacking wise, scores a lot of goals. So I think the team will do well attacking wise. Um, so let us give you guys some of the players who are there in the under 20 team. Coming up in a minute, people. So we are in group with Antigua and Barbuda, Costa Rica, Honduras. Those are the teams in the group, in Group H. Um, so the first match is against Costa Rica, the 18th. The second match against Honduras is the 20th, and the third match against Antigua, which is the 22nd. So we'll play 2 days apart. So the 18, the 20, and the 22 for the preliminary round. Um, 3 teams qualifying for the next round, I think. Yeah, 3 teams. But we'd love to get the first spot where we could, not play some of the hard teams in the knockout stage. So we could have an easier way to semi-final. Um, and if we go there, we qualify for the World Cup. Once you're in the top 4, you're qualified for the World Cup. Where is the names? I had the names here a while ago. Can't find the names. What's going on here? Oh, see it here. Find it. So, the players are Connor Boyce Clark from Reading FC, Ricardo Watson Waterhouse FC, Luke Badley Morgan Chelsea. That's a defender. These are defenders. So the first 2 was goalkeepers. These are defenders. Luke Badley Morgan Chelsea, Tarek Zimenez Mount Pleasant. Lamont Chester is a utility player, can play anywhere in the field, even the goal. Lewis Watson from Santos. As an asterisk for me, I don't know how this guy made the team, but the coaching staff must saw something in him that he makes a team. He was coming off the bench for KC, so it kind of really let me start think about certain things. Anyway, Dexter Limbikisa, Wolves, Jordan Anderson, what's that? Pro Star FC, Romain Blake, Waterhouse, nice player, good defensive midfielder, number 6. Can also play centre back, can also play right back, can play in the defense. Quality youngster. Really, you know, coming into his own, and really is more room for development for him, but he's a good prospect for the future for Jamaica. Duncan McKenzie, everybody know, a good midfielder, a good cam in the JC team, also for Real Mona, quality player. Malachi Douglas from Chapter Maroons, played for Clarendon College, quality player. Also Christopher Pearson, good player. Christopher Pearson's a quality player, just came in the Premier League a couple months ago. First match, scoring a goal and assisting, you know, quality midfielder. Only problem I have with him, don't really put in a lot of tackling. So we need that person in the midfield who can tackle the dirty work, get the ball and stuff like that. Alexander Bicknell, I asked to recover his name for me. I don't think I think other players was at the trial were better than him in that position, and that's my thought on Alexander Bicknell. Certain people will say I am fighting against the Phoenix players and anybody who Butler work with, but that's not the case. I am just giving my opinion, stating that I don't think Alexander Bicknell was the best in that position, in the midfield. I think other persons who were at the camp were better than him in that position. Tyler Roberts, Wolves, Jamon Barkley, quality player, also scores in the score goal in the practice games that was played. Chad James, Kobe Thomas, Inter Miami 2, Devante Campbell, Mount Pleasant. Everybody know about Devante Campbell, very skillful player in the JPL. Let us see what he can offer to the team in the big stage, which is the international stage. Jamari Clark from Reading, to see what he can also, quality player, watch his CV and his videos. He's good. He's good. Zion Scarlett, a lot of people want to see what this boys have to offer. You understand me? No Omari Hutchinson, people, no Omari Hutchinson. Wimby Keista, I think he's in the team, but I think he's still hurt. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do about Wimby Keista. You got Brian Martin. Chemo. I don't sure. I don't sure if him still injured, but him did injure, so him still like a injury, see him. you know, still like a injury, see him. So let me see if I can, play the video that the boys, you know, in Honduras doing some workout. So just give me a second so I can play the video. Share the screen. It's up first. Come here, so share the screen. Big up Brian Martin. Don't you go get it. Somebody in a park in a Monday now, yes sir. Somebody in a park the thing there now. Somebody in a park the thing there now. Hope you can see it enough people. Stop. Hold on. So yes, people, you can see that you can see that. Yeah, Ryan, big up yourself, Ryan. Ryan in the building, people. Big celebrity, Ryan in the building, Yeah, man, I give the strength, Big up yourself, Ryan. Shape the life for my people. Shape the life. We're talking about the U20s. We're gonna talk about the JPL playoff. We'd love to get your guys' opinion on who you think would be in the semifinal against our Waterhouse and who in the semifinal against Don't Be Holding, and your prediction on who will make it to the final. But I would love to hear your guys. What's your expectation of this under 20 team? Where do you think this under 20 team can go? Fill me in with some information, because some of the time we don't know all things, and you can learn here. We can stay and learn from you guys in the comment section. People, remember to like up the stream, subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, and join the Unseen Sports family. Big up yourself, Jason Dixon. Jason Dixon are the building people, you see me? Coach over there at El Futuro Football Academy. Good coach, working with the boys, teaching them a lot of stuff. Big up yourself, Jason Dixon. So people, yeah man. So my expectation for the under 20 team is I want them to qualify for the World Cup. But sometimes you have to understand and put this in our head that preparation is key for anything in life. You have to be prepared to achieve anything to be successful. And so far we have break that code, and the preparation has failed us. But football is round, and it depends. Sometimes it depends on the opponents you're going up against and the opponents you and the players you have. If this Jamaican team, if this Jamaican team can get that cohesiveness, that bond, that playing together type of mentality, fighting mentality, I think they can pull off the job. I'm not expecting them to win the championship, but at least qualify, first or second or third somewhere there. Let us see what they can do. But I think Fuzzy need to use a different tactics, other from Waterhouse in terms of when they are defending, when they're transitioning um, from in to out. You understand me? When transitioning from in to out, I think he needs to change that philosophy that he has or that style that he has with the team. So that's only my concern with the U20 team. Any questions? Anybody want to ask any questions about the U20? Any questions? Anybody want to ask about U20? Anybody want to share anything that they know? Any breaking news that they know about the U20 team? Send in your messages, people. 7 people on the live. Share it up, no man. Share the live with a friend, them, man. We are talk some football. Understand me? I say, yeah, man. Yeah, but sometimes I can't understand anything. Get me? I say, and sometimes I really don't want to go back on it. But JFF, boy, JFF, administrators, we can do better still, And we can do better. We can do better. See me? We can do better. And we need to do better. At least we know someone will now take up back the mantle next time because the whole thing will change out. But for the little time we're not going to end for now, brother, no do better, man. Please, man, do better, man. See me I say? Preparation is key, You have to know certain things before, from first. You must know a lot of things and you just make the preparation look away. The youth, them not get no good practice game. When we reach Honduras, that'll be a problem. We have to do better. We have to do better administrators in JFF who are responsible for these type of things, logistics and stuff like that. We have to do better. You have to do better. The under 20 team should get at least 3 practice games. Getting some good team, solid team. Send them out one country, make them go play some team against some big club like. You can go out Brazil, go play against Santos and them team. You see me? Internationally and them team there. You get me? Boca Juniors and them team there. Yo, the only way we can show quality against top players. You get me? I say, but the preparation for the under 20 was poor. But through we are Jamaican, we can always put to thing high and say you feel like we're going to qualify and everything. We have to always remember say fail to prepare, preparing to fail. See me? But we still want Jamaica to qualify. Still want Jamaica to qualify. Still want Jamaica to qualify. I think Kamali Paul is over there too. I saw him at the airport like he's leaving. So I think they carried 23 players, but the 3 standby aren't on the paper. They have 3 standby if anything they can use. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, people. So here I must say, crazy on TV. Our young players will try and target the MLS Next Academy. MLS Next Academies. I don't understand that crazy TV. Explain to me now. Our young players should try and target the MLS Next Academies. Very crazy how they say. Kamal replace Dexter. Oh, Kamal replace Dexter. Okay, Kamal replace Dexter. But Dexter Kamal is a midfielder. Oh, so Rochester will take his place as a starter on the team. I understand that. Get that. But I am sad that what's his name again? Baker is not in the team. Matthew Baker, quality player, you know, can overlap wicked square, can square the ball good, you know, scores a lot of goals from that position too. That left, he can play left and right. Use 2 foot, injured on the camp. Jano, here I say, man, stop talk foolishness. I think it's easy to go to Brazil, Argentina, and get practice games with these big clubs. Why you don't say England and Spain too? What you mean by Kwani? What you mean by it hard for go? So how would they go the last time? So how the under 20 team where they qualify, they go with them they practice now. The Brazilian they go practice, go get practice games against clubs in Brazil. We are talking about Kwani, you are talking foolishness. MLS next is a new program in USA Academy. Just do some research. Oh, okay. But but you know, a lot of these when I go MLS, Jamaican players will go MLS. They don't really improve at MLS. You understand? So them can go in the bigger market or you know the more competitive era in a football in the world. Um, you know what I mean? You get me? But come on. Look, I can go back in history, you know. I will go back in history. You know. You remember the team I got under 20 World Cup or when and Danzola coach? No, not when then not when then, but when then Danzo. Uh, but there was a team though that went to World Cup who they had practice games in Brazil. They went to Brazil and they were training there. They played against clubs there and stuff. And you know those preparation helped them to qualify for the World Cup. Academies, Mr. Brother, but it better them stuck at MLS than USL. Uh, yeah, but them not improve upon I want to say Andre Break alone, but Andre Break not really improve in terms of you know complete goalkeeper. You understand me? And if you look on Fisher, them not improve. Them job quality. If you look on them name again, Powell, him not improve neither them job quality. MLS. MLS not improve with Jamaican players, I swear to you. You get me? We need to go in at the clubs them like, you know, start out, you know, getting at some European clubs, right? And build a name there, move like just like Olian Billy do it. Him start out at Austria, then him go to Belgium, then him go to Boma, you know, and I move up. So in growth, him have growth. So I saw the players them need to do it. Start out like same like Cephas. Cephas now is in Macedonia. You see me? Top club of Macedonia score a lot of goals. 66 goals them scored last time. You understand? They have a goal difference of 45. Big club. FC Scroopy. You understand? And they're in the Europe, yeah, the Champions League playoff, you know, starting soon. Um, so the sky's the limit for Cephas. Cephas can go there and add to that, score a lot of goals. Him score at least 120 goals for the season. I'm sure say him go on a different club. January. If him score so much goal before January, him score at least 15 goals before January, which him can. And we know them club that can improve him weaknesses, which is goal scoring. Him go do good. Yeah, man. Yeah. MLS a retire league just like China. Well, only say yeah, retire league. I will play going to go retire, but I don't think it improve it sorry about that, people. Important call, important work call, work call. You understand me? So I had to take that call. Yeah. So Kwanya said, I have a way how I can get the under 20 team to matriculate in the senior team. Text it to the group, make a year you can call in. You can call in so we can make the people in here what go on, you know. Yeah, we can call in, but the people in here what go on, you know, Kwanya. You understand me? Don't put up the number so you can call in and we talk. Hold on. So the number of the people. That's the number of people, number to call in WhatsApp or straight 3414262. Yeah. So signal going up and down. Anyway. Yeah, so I personally don't the MLS market is hard. It's hard to to matriculate. Jamaican players don't really matriculate from the MLS market to a bigger league. Um, some of the time when the Jamaican go over to the US market, also the US market, they get comfortable and complacent. They're not working on not improving their football. So it kind of really don't improve the national team. If you really look at you know most of the players who are really playing the better football, they're from in the Europe side. You understand me? The better players of the team are from really Europe. Yeah, because if you look at the match, the midfield, speedy USL players, they're not really cutting it. You understand what I'm saying? They're not cutting it. Not cutting it. You understand? So I think that have a whole heap of things to do with our players when they go over to the MLS, you know, playing at the highest level will improve them. Want to go to a top club in Europe will improve a player. So like, Cephas over there in Macedonia, he wants to go to a top or a better club moving from Macedonia. So he's going to perform, he's going to improve, he's going to work on it. The USL player, MLS players, I don't think they have that mindset to really work hard to improve. Understand? Because it's Junior Fleming is the only person that I've seen leaving a USL club going straight to France. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard. And that is my thought on that. Now we are going over to the JPL, Jamaica Premier League. A lot of people don't really like JPL have players or stuff like that, but we have to talk about our league in Jamaica. We have to endorse our product in Jamaica, and we have our responsibilities as bloggers or analysts they may call us, and broadcast our league, hype up our league, talk about it, make people know what going. You understand me? So the first match will be 5 o'clock. Arnett Gardens Jungle against Harborview. See me? Harborview. With Trayvon Reed and him played over there. Amal Knight supposed to ready. Amal Knight supposed to ready. Yeah, man, sorry about that, people. You know, a lot of noise, and to live on the roadside, you know, a Spanish town, you know, a lot of noise. So I have to mute out some of the noise. And the big truck, then we have go over the factory and everything there. You see me? We still have to do the work. You know, have no excuse. Still have to do the work. So, the number of the people that can call in and we talk, you know, talk about the football and things. Yeah, man. Persons who come on the live, please to like, subscribe, and share to the content. Welcome to the Unseen Sports family. We are building a family over here. We're talking about football, you know, how best we can improve, you know, by giving our ideas on these platforms where the JFF persons who are starting the academies can really come and listen and learn something that they can use to implement in their structure so they can improve the life of these youngsters who want to play football. You understand me? So yeah, back to the JPL. So that is the first game, 5 o'clock, and then we have versus Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers. Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers is going to be a good game. But for me, I think you know Mount Pleasant Cavaliers always beat Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is Cavaliers beating stick. Um, yeah, Speed always have something to prove against Mount Pleasant. One of his best games are his best games in the league. Sometimes is when he play Mount Pleasant. The tables can turn now. This is playoff. Let us see. The last time um, they also beat Mount Pleasant in the third place playoff. The last time Waterhouse went to the final with that's the year before COVID came in. Um, yeah. So I don't know, but Speed always have his tactics ready against Mount Pleasant. Always have his tactics ready. Players ready. They're right. They peak at that time. They're in the playoff now, and you know you have to give the hot staff to Cavaliers. Really a young team in Jamaica, young team, and you know really instilling that you know youths are the way to go business wise, and for the structure of the football, you know they are the youngsters are the persons who can you know be sell to a club. Um, you know they are more energetic, easier to get fit, stuff like that. So the youngsters are the way to go. Once they're teaching them the right thing, and you know, developing their physical, their mental, their tactical and technical aspect of their football, you can have good quality players if you know to tap into those things and develop those things in your team. Yeah, people. Any comments? Anybody sending any questions? Anything? What's your people? What's your prediction on the playoff? Who you think will go to the semi-final? Do you think that all of you have the firepower to beat Arnett? Cephas is out of Arnett. He will not be playing for Arnett Gardens for any time soon. I don't think maybe when he wants to finish his career, he may come back home to finish his career. But he is in North Macedonia, and a player like him, I think he will excel with his mindset that he have. He will, you know, sure to higher heights, and those clubs will work on his weakness. So he has a lot of weakness when he plays in the Jamaica Premier League. But what's my prediction? I ask you for your prediction. You want to hear my prediction? Give me your prediction. So Jason Dixon, I'm going to give the people your prediction. All right. Your prediction is that Harborview will beat Waterhouse. Mount Pleasant will beat Cavaliers. So, um, so, so, Waterhouse will play. Waterhouse will play Harborview, and Dumbarton will play Mount Pleasant. And then your two pick for the final, Jason Dixon, is Waterhouse and Dumbarton, and you want Dumbarton to win. Yeah, we know who you want with, man. But me have a different way around, right? Arnett Gardens is going to the final. Cavaliers is going to the final. All right, now I said the link. Hold on, let me share it. Copy clipboard. I send the link, man. Know yourself. Hope you have good Wi-Fi in the youth. I don't want to shake your Wi-Fi people on the live. No shaky Wi-Fi people, Alright, so the link they send to my boss. Jump on, Just send the link. Just send the link. Then I'm gonna send the link. I share, I put it in the comment section too, so people can, anybody who want to jump on and we talk about football and can jump on too. So the link there, people. Yeah, people. So I share link to Jason Dixon. Jason Dixon, we're up and jump on the live so we can talk about the soccer. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Tennessee. Big up yourself, Eddie Gona. You know the thing, go. We there, we gotta talk some football. All right, someone to the prediction. I want your prediction and what you think the under 20 boys will do. Eddie Gona, Tennessee, you just join in. I want the prediction. What's your expectation of the under 20 team? Who you think will be, out, outstanding player for the under 20 team? Also, your prediction for the JPL playoff and the semi-final. Who you think will be in the semi-final? Who you think will be in the final? Um, I want your prediction. So text it in the comment section or jump on the live and let us talk about the football. The link is in the comment section, people. So anybody want to jump on. People, if you are new to Unseen Sports, please to click the like button. It helps with YouTube sending out videos to a number of persons. Please to subscribe to the content also. Subscribe to Unseen Sports TV. Subscribe. It's not hard. Just subscribe. I am at what I need to reach 1,000, before um, next month ends, and it's only you guys who can help me to reach that. Help tell a friend, make a friend tell a friend about Anti Sports TV and the movement, and help me to reach that milestone. The number people now so can call into can call into the program. I will talk about the football, interact with the topic, you know. Finally, under 20 team is in Honduras and the JPL playoff Monday night football. I know me can't see Jason Dixon or the thing. I'm the internet, bro. Jason, I'm the internet. Some big truck a drive out the road in a car, but then near to the roadside people. So that's how I hear them carrying eyes and everything. They soon giant. Okay, okay. Or up up and join the Jason because we're not there too long, So I say, or up and join the live, man. So we can talk the football and share our opinion. I understand disagree to agree and make a whole heap of nice. Yeah, people. So for me, I think Arnett is going to the semi-final with Waterhouse. And I think Cavaliers is going to the semi-final with um Gumbioli. No, why I think that Arnett is going to the semi-final is because they have a better team. They are a more seasoned team than the Aberview. Aberview barely make it to the playoff round. They had to fight. They drop a lot of points when they played against weaker teams. And yeah, basically that. The defense line is not really the best. Um, some of their players are not really performing to their optimum best. But football is round, and you just want one good match to really prove, two good matches, sorry, to really prove that you can beat a top team. But for me, Arnett Garden losing their talisman, Cephas, but they still have Gotchi, they still have Marlon Martin in the midfield, they still have Fabian Reed, they still have Shandy James, they still have Earl Simpson, Ezra and Simpson, Ajuma Johnson, Orburn, and Jaheim Thomas. A lot of talented players in that squad who can damage any team. You understand me? Oh, so Eddie Gona saying the U20 team, I have low expectation for them. Still was not happy with the lack of preparation going in. Yeah, that may I say Eddie Gona. Those are the questions what people ask me, But we are Jamaican, we are gonna always say you want your team to cut through, but if you really look at the reality, preparation, fail to prepare, preparing to fail. And that's simple as that. Right? Finally you're in hold on people. Train up us. You understand what I mean, Eddie Gona? So it's it's as simple as that. If you don't prepare properly, you're gonna fail. You understand? But I'm happy they're there. Happy that the boys are getting the experience. I'm happy. But what I want to see now is that matriculation, like what Kwan leader said, you have an idea. I want to see that matriculation from under 20 into the national team. There's a lot of quality players there that I think can make it to national team in a year or two from now. And we can have over 5 or 4 of these players into the national um into the senior team vying for the World Cup spot. You understand me? We have Zimenez, who is a right back, who can really, work to get that position in the senior team. We have, other players there, midfield, quality players in the midfield. Omar Hutchinson. I don't know why the JFF not getting question. Them now give Paul Lawler the head coach. Them now give him a contract, same as the head coach. What go on? What them a deal? What are these people dealing with? Them now give the man the head coach position. What them a wait upon? What them a wait upon to give Paul the head coach position? Be a joke thing, Bridget. Be a joke thing. Be a joke thing. You get me? Be a joke thing. So people, you hear my opinion on the under 20. That's my opinion on the under 20. There's a potential to go there, but the time period, I don't think certain things are in place in terms of team chemistry. You know, Eddie, that easy. Eddie, what is it? Cheaper to have all as an interim. Yeah, man. Cheaper, yes. Cheaper, yes. But it's not professional. It's not professional. It's like, using. Hey, Jamaican nice skilless people when they come on to use people, Skilless people in the world, to use people. use words and skilling and no matter where you come from. So when time we figure out something and know if you use the brain and use things where you love against you, we know if we get to do the work, man, with skill. Be a style, hey, Jamaica full of style. Jamaican full of style. Full of style. It's like we're born with it, we study it. See me? We trick anybody. I think I got them on the right now with Paula. Them are using bridging. Him love the job. Him love to coach Jamaica. Him love the players them. You understand? And if you give the man the contract, brother, sort out the man contract. Stop the foolishness. Start out the man contract. I think professional now. The last couple of times the man I got in the admin. In the admin now. Now they there for too long, you know. Things are gonna change in the bridging. Because if we not change it, FIFA go step in. What am I gonna do? FIFA step in. The voting system if we got change, I gonna need more persons to vote. Them say if you change the FIFA come down and say if you change it. Yeah, so me think better people are coming to the the football. Couple parishes have some nice persons in the football so far. Like I thought about Miss Walker Brown, she's a nice lady. I think she would be a good leader after JFF for me. You understand what I'm saying? She would be a good leader. But she would have to, really, I would say, clean up the house first. You know, she go in to clean up the house, you know, because there are some people who make you look, make you think, feel, So I'm going to go clean up the house, put in for our team, we know how to do the work, competent people. See me? Competent people. Sometimes some good leader going in some position, but them feel for get rid of some of the pies them where they around them. And that really mash them up. See me? That really mash them up. Sometimes you have some good leaders, but them going on system, them don't really clean up them area. Them work with the same people them going with, them are try to, say them could have changed them. That one thing you can't do. You can't bench you on it out. Stuck in your ways. For other people. Stuck in your ways. Yeah, man. But Jason Dixon, where are you, bro? Where are you, bro? So, people, once you join the live, once you're new to the live, please to click the like button. Please to subscribe to the Unseen Sports team. Join the family, and share your opinion, share your comment, so that we can dissect it. And this is a channel where we see sports from a different angle, and all opinions are accepted. It may not make sense sometimes, but we accept them. And we'll try to change or try to help you to learn about the sports. You also can teach us what you know about the sports, because we don't know everything. You understand me? And we learn every day, and that's it. I'm open to any criticism. I am always text and say anything. You can always bad me up or anything. You understand it? Yeah, well. So yeah, people. So that's my prediction for the JPL playoff. I think Tiga Davis find the farmer at Iron Gardens, and he has a good competent team working with Ray Maker, his next assistant coach, the goalkeeper coach Becky, fitness coach, all of them, all the ground staff, first responsible with the stadium at Arnett. They put in a good shift this season, and you can see that Arnett is really performing, and the footballers lift up from the last season with Alex Thomas. Theo Davis really, went in and did a good job. The chairman, Mr. Mark Golin, they're doing a good job down here at Arnett. big up yourself too. Yeah, Stars of the East, all of you, good. Luckily, they are lucky they're in the playoff. But good team. Trayvon Reed really is a quality player. I think he needs to people. Guess who's here in the back? Guess who is in this backstage? Sorry, backstage. Right? Jason Dixon, man over there at El Futuro Football Academy. Really, put in the work with the youngsters. People, um, anybody who wishes to help the academy can, link, link Unseen Sports. This is the academy jersey I'm having on right now. Um, really doing a good job over there. Football is out for years. Over that side, you don't really find a school team really performing good at Manning Cup up that side. You don't really find a club team really doing well at that side. So there's no quality coaches at that side previously, and so we are there as youngsters trying to change that, trying to instill some footballers from the grassroots level come up to the senior level. So anybody wish to contribute to the program can link me on Instagram. My number, I put up my number, you can text me and help out. A ball, a cone, anything, I accept them. Alright? So without no further ado, we're gonna add Jason Dixon to the screen. Jason Dixon.
I got coach. Why you attack me? Tell me I
Yeah.
come. Why you attack me?
Yeah, man, ensure boss, Hey, ensure the near to I am sure now. It's far from unseen. Not true what not true. It's far from unseen, yeah? Rob Smith. Yeah, Jason, so we did talk about the under 20 team, and we also talk about the JPL playoff. Which one of them you want to talk about? What you want to share?
As regards to the under 20, my expectation low, to be honest. Reason being, you see, the admin, the back and forth, it's like everything that's sort out. And then Fuzzy put himself in a bad spot now. Because guess what? You see if him fail, everybody, one thing, once a team fail, they blame the coach, That's the bad thing about it. But what happened leading up to the tournament or the league or whatever you're gonna play? What mean at the back room and all that with management and all that. You see the problem?
Yeah, man.
And that always happen. And then the back and forth to the selection of players, who they on camp, who get selected. It's a long story, bro.
I know you have this, battle with Craig Butler and, if he play, they not get selected. Like,
Yeah, because
you can't know the truth. Can't know
as
the
I
truth.
said to you earlier, I guess Fuzzy said to Whisper and Duvey, if I get it correct. Whisper and Duvey injured, right? That's why they get selected. But a couple days after, you see Bullet said them play a practice match against Mullines. Whisper play 45 minutes and Duvey play 90 plus.
And in the years, I never Mullines team neither.
And then the years, I never Mullines. And then Whisper need a 90% all of a sudden. So, I don't know. I not try, It hard to know what's the truth.
We don't know the truth. We don't know the truth.
Yeah, because as them say, you have three sides to a story. My side, your side, and the truth.
On the right side.
Yeah. And until you know the truth, you just have to listen. So it's not good for speculate. You just listen.
But a lot of top players weren't in the team because of injury. Because you have Matthew Baker, who I think were in the team. You have Lembiki, Samir, Powell replace him. A lot of players not in the team because of injury.
Well, that's understandable, but why with them player there, everybody can come out and say yes, they are injured. So on to them two other players there, what make them so special? Make a controversy of a bill. Because I told them.
Phoenix and Mr. Butler is a marketing manager. I always remember that he's a marketing person. He's an agent and he's doing his agent job. Understand? Keeping the boys relevant is key, and you have to understand that we have to understand that in this football business, um, not don't have to be true, but it's going to work for him.
Yeah, but I mean, if the players injured, them injured. If they don't get selected, Fuzzy can say, hey, he's a good player, but guess what? You see what me I look for? Oh, me want to play?
Me see it already with
Not gonna
somebody.
suit me.
That you may see somebody, one of the English players then who, all right. So Whisper and Duvi, quality players, they were in Spain the other day.
Them they are
Um,
Sociedad.
yes, academy, and the academy love them. They are going back soon. I love these players. I always watch Whisper, always, But it's two sides to the story, and you can't really jump in it, and you don't know. You're not hear from Fuzzy side yet. You see me? So we hear from Fuzzy side now, and hear why Fuzzy never pick him. Then we can say Fuzzy, you're foolish you're going with.
And maybe
Say,
Fuzzy no comment either. Because think about it. If me got Honduras as the coach come back and whatever, me don't need to comment about that.
you're not need
Exactly my point. Me don't need to comment. So you might never hear Fuzzy side. But as I'm say, a quality player them still, two quality player.
Yeah,
Them
man. Big
just
up yourself, man, and Nelson. Yeah, man. Big
continue
up
to do what
yourself.
them do. That's all they
Welcome to
need.
the Unseen Sports family.
Continue to do what
Continue.
them do.
Mm-hmm. So you think about the team now? You think I could be one of the key players them in the under 20 team?
Pierce the one. Me like how he play. Impress when him come on for Cavaliers or even when him start. But can he do it on that stage? We see him can do it in a Manning Cup. We see glimpse of it in the JPL, yeah. But can he move it to the next level? Which are
Yeah,
most Jamaicans' problem. When we go
good
there in our
question.
national colours, this will normally falter.
Good question. Because one of the biggest things, preparation. If they had some practice games with some teams, some quality teams, like some international teams, such as they could go to a country and play some top clubs, and then we would say, all right, yeah, these players are ready based on how the game play are the result. But it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to say that these players are going to match up to the top players over in the other country. But what I can say is that whenever we play this youth competition, the countries in the CONCACAF, they're not far away from us.
Them not that far.
No, they're not far
There's
away
always
from us.
something.
We
There's
always
always
have
something
some
though.
players who dominate and stuff like that. Um, you understand me? So I wouldn't say I think they can compete at the level. I think they can compete at the level. But there are things that we may lack, like
Mm-hmm.
tactical discipline for 90 minutes. I think that team, it's the short period the team is put together. Yeah, they're not going to get that part in the football. The tactical
That
discipline,
I got hard to get.
the cohesiveness,
Yeah.
cohesiveness is not
Especially
going to be there.
you have a new coach and a new set of players. It's hard to get them gel so quick.
But what is going to be there is raw talent
Talent.
and individual brilliances, which sometimes may bail out. We
Yeah,
always
but
bail
at the
out
end of the
sometimes.
day, you need teamwork.
A team make a team work.
All right. You are gonna need that. I mean, there are talent to work. Naturally that will work, but how long can it work for?
For
Or
real, how long can you work for?
how far in a tournament that I gonna put you?
Well, yeah, I think I think we're playing Costa Rica first. Then we're playing Honduras. We'll play Antigua. I think we can. The first match will set the tone.
So
If we draw,
on paper we are playing the hardest team first.
yeah, if we can get a point from the Costa Rica, then See if we can beat Honduras.
Because raw talent supposed to bring you through for Antigua. So once you can negotiate Costa Rica and Honduras,
Negotiate. Negotiate.
yeah,
Negotiate.
once
Once
you
you
can
get a
once you can
point that
find a way to
game.
get a positive result from
Yeah.
them two matches, raw talent to bring you through against Antigua.
Yeah, man. And you know why enough? All right, so a lot of Jamaicans, tune into the under 20. You know why?
Why? Watch Manning Cup. Want to
Because
see
a
the
lot of
players.
local based players who were in the Premier League playing,
Yeah.
and they want to see if these players, are up to par, or if something is wrong in the development of youngsters in Jamaica.
Hey,
But
Pierce
what I
and
can say at
Zimba
this
is
level, we always have good players. At 19, 20 years old, we always have good players.
the problem is the transition. You see between the 18 or the 19 when you left sixth form or high school.
Yeah.
What happened between this when you reach 21? And this is the disconnect there now.
It come down to the club, it come down to the individual, and it come down to the system.
Yeah, because there is no proper system. Hence, we see what I mean in the national team. Look how long Flemings them gone and them come back now. After the fact that them a play good now, yes, but them should have in a team from long time. I do this. So
Yeah.
every time we fail a World Cup campaign, you know what happen? Them say we're gonna rebuild.
Chop and change.
And then we do the same thing over and over. Blake said the right thing. Blake said the right thing on night, If you can play and you want to play, come play from now. Don't wait till you see where I qualified and you say, oh, say more come play and this and that and wait.
But I don't feel them fault. I don't feel them fault. But them.
Understandable.
I don't feel them fault, If me say me want to play now and the competition start now and Jacob decides say yeah, I'm gonna take. And not my fault.
That's true.
And then we set a policy or set a standard. It have to be a policy. Just say it loud. Say anybody who wants to play for Jamaica now, this is the time span. So for 2024, we cut off all players who never born in Jamaica, but they are Jamaican. You know what I mean? And you want to play for Jamaica. You get what I said?
Yeah.
Jason?
Just put up your hand from now and say, yeah, I want to represent my country. You see
And
when
that's
you
it.
do
So
that as a player?
we have a cut-off date, 2024. That's the thing there. Now, if Paul the coach, because I know they give Paul in contract, because find out say them people are smart, them are use.
Which is understandable because what? If you have him as an interim, you can you pay less, though.
Yeah, but you can't have the man in a professional bridging.
Brother, we are talking about the JFF.
No professional.
Yeah, but we are talking about JFF. This is what we would want, but what will they do?
One thing we can say, Jamaican football lovers are getting smarter, brighter, more educated. So the person when are educated about the football or business of football, they're not really in it for too long. One thing we know, not the last long on earth.
Good old salvation alone.
Oh. So people are gonna come and people are gonna go. So me know say we're gonna have a good span in this JFF, in this football there. One day we're gonna have some good people in it. Some nice people who are on this thing and are on it properly.
I mean, we should.
Run the thing. You can't understand go so. You can't understand go from bad to worse. It have to go from bad to good now. It have to go from bad to good now. Yeah, man, it have to go from bad to good now. We're tired of the from bad to worse thing. I swear.
Long time it ago, so.
Right. Reggie, you know one of the wickedest thing? How much people in Jamaica as coaches, JFF, they have a policy where they have like 10 coaches a year leave, some young youth leave go England, but study football or go up and, work and travel program, coaching work and travel program, but learn the system, and then come back to Jamaica, you give them jobs, in a community, in a area, make sure the football running, you pay them. You get me? Because some of them schools them can't afford it to pay the coaching properly. So JFF would have pay them or give them a stipend and make the school give them a stipend. You understand? So them can feed them family and anything. Make the youth them get experience in the football. Fuzzy gear. What experience him have outside of Jamaica? Quality coach of Jamaica, top coach of Jamaica. But if you look on the worldwide aspect of it, it means a minnow. What if you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Be like coach of Jamaica, top coach of Jamaica. When you look at it, you put him in the world now. Against him opponents now in the Conquer Cup level. Mark, coaching license, coaching license, educate about the game.
Yeah, but he's not coach.
He's not coach. But a man will learn and have a better understanding at the highest level and have the experience before. Him easier to beat everything.
Yeah, because guess what? When game situation come up, man, know for deal with it and know for angle him, don't it?
You get me, I say?
So
Smarter.
when you him been past that long time.
So me I say, how long them man they are coach Jamaica? 30 years now. So JFF never see them man have talent to could have send them to get experience at Belgium and them players how long. See me?
It's rough.
See me?
But what are your predictions to the game then though, Monday?
Yes, people. So we are jump over to the JPL now, because the JPL is one time. Hornet Gardens beating Stars of the East by 3-1 or 3-2. Cavaliers, beating up their beating stick. Mr. Speed knows what to do when he plays Cavaliers. He always have that chakra.
When you play Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, when you play Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant will have Daniel Green. Daniel Green will come back, but I don't sure if Cavaliers will have, King back in defense.
That's the only question mark.
That's the only question mark.
And
but
they
have capable replacement.
You think so?
I think the keeper will come back. That's Vino Barkley will come back. Daxter will be back.
You think him have a defender can replace King?
There are defenders there. Remember they beat Mount Pleasant without King.
Yeah, but without Topi and Green too.
Topi is not the best centre back in the country.
Well, that's under. We're not debate that. We're not debate that. But they might get back a defender after a quality performance in the national team. You think that boosts him confidence against busy them and the runner up front?
Remember say a speed bill him,
Yeah. So when you say speed bill him, speed can break him. That you try to say?
Speed billing, man.
So speed can break him. You know, so sometimes the student beat the teacher in a most part, right?
Sometimes.
The student get smart, But I mean, me speed smart still, So I tip him for win the game, but more the surprise if Mount Pleasant get you over the 2 leg. More the surprise. What be that surprise is if Harborview get you over the 2 leg. Because on it have way more quality.
What is that? Dixon, internet I get a little problem. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Everything good now?
Yeah, man. Me area customer say me internet, make sure I'm not come on with a slow internet and all that. And look at you.
Say go. So we don't hear it. By the time you problem, we just start your problem now.
So you are saying on it Waterhouse semi-final, Dumbo and Cavaliers. Basically that you say.
Right.
I know you take it from there.
You know, it's gonna be a hard fight for Cavaliers to reach the final against Dumbo. But football around, and I'm carrying Cavaliers. You know, the champion. What them call it? The the COVID Cup. So this is a better cup for for Cavaliers to win. So let's see if them will call it. So if them beat Dumbo and got the final.
So you tip Cavaliers in title then, basically.
I'm more leaning on to Arnett. You know, they have a good team, a strong team. Although Cephas is out. But they have Kochi, they have Giant Thomas, they have the great Marlon Martin at the midfield.
No, stop. No, make go this. Nothing great about Marlon Martin. Can't get a national call up. Stop it, man.
Yeah, you know the national call up thing they got Bridget.
Yeah, but he still get it.
All right. In the match against Mexico, I'm sure Marlon Martin is better than Lambert.
That man understand. That's just your honest opinion still, so man understand.
I'm sure about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure. 10 times better.
Play. But as I always say, you see, until him improve in first touch, you have a long way to go.
Virgin, what upon him feel the first touch much improved, brother?
So yeah. So one to earn it feel they can get improve in first touch point.
No, but you be like it. Control.
Yeah, break up.
See me show you I am
control. I say improve.
See me show you I am internet weak, man. Internet weak. Couldn't come on last night. Internet weak. Be a problem. You know?
I never say him can't control it. When him trap the ball, it'll leave him too often. Me I sit down and watch a match. I will analyze just that alone. Him alone. How much time the ball leave him when him control it. Too often. If you play against quality player, quality midfielder, I'm gonna pick that off for you. And if you play a D mid and the top link pick the ball off for you, you're gonna whole heap of trouble. Whole heap of trouble. You know what I mean with that.
The people cheering up pass and the backside cheering the left from Lindsay go. Clarendon. It run past a while ago. But yeah, that's cool. You need to work on him first touch to get it under control more. But I think he's one of the best tackler in the midfield in Jamaica, in the JPL right now. That's my opinion though. People may say it's different or say I'm mad. But if you watch, and not only me say it, you know, the sports max people them say he's the best tackler of the game. And him passing not bad. Passing not bad, tackling not bad. Just the first touch, I would say. But it's not all the while. Most of the time, when they try to ace the game or rush the game, that's when him first touch really kind of feel him. But if him, you know, like Lambert not have no pressure and him control the ball and then try to pass the ball and like him foot sticking, that now reach Marlon Martin.
So
you say, Cave, what you say? IMAX. CC name KFC boss or me on the name KFC boss. Which one?
So you tip on it Cavaliers final.
Yeah, man.
So the team will come first or second, none of them now make it to the final.
Brother, remember, you know, Waterhouse coach gone. Waterhouse coach gone, you know.
You know?
Waterhouse coach gone, you know.
Yeah, but Dumbo and coach come back.
Well, that's the trick now. So maybe we can see Clive Burn Jr. in the team.
Well, let's see. Him now play all season. It's kind of rough.
I Max, me have too much name, you know. Me have too much name. Them call me Ensure Boss, KFC Boss, Tag Boss, I be a boss. I'm the real boss, man. Just take out the first part then I know say I'm the boss.
Unseen. You don't think if now play all season, right? You feel it rough, the coach just take him up and throw him in a semi-final, which is one leg.
Yeah, what you say now?
May I say, all right, if now play all season, right? We understand him coming on team late. You feel it rough for the coach just come and throw him in a semi-final. Just like that.
Yeah, rough, but you know when you know a player fit a system, more to throw him starting, but you know he's a replacement for up the tempo. You know, push, you know, continue the tempo when we take off somebody who's a regular.
I mean, for me, he can start with Rasta in the day week, you know, but
Rasta next one will play forward.
The Rasta play all season.
Yeah, man, he can start with Rasta. No.
So it's a rough for you, just pull him out saying a semi-final, okay, have look on team chemistry and all of that. Going into the game, right?
Yeah. Understand me? Sorry about that, people. Internet drop. I don't know why. You know, so it behaves sometime. You hear me now, Pablo?
Yeah, man, I hear, man.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, that's my thing. But I think the Waterhouse team, here my thing with Waterhouse now. At this point in time, at the semi-final stage, you have to dip on your P's or your clothes and you have to peak, you know, you have to ready now. See me? Can't make certain mistake. Get what I say? Can't make certain mistake. And when they play against the top teams, they make some defensive mistake. So it's simple tell me, say, yo, them system, when them are defend, it's not the best. Although they have the meanest, all right, a lot of goals and score upon them, but that top team get a whole heap of opportunity to score goal upon them. And them the clinical. What also reach what them reach?
More to say that.
Them
that's still in the top 6, so more to say that.
Listen, you might not still in the top 6, but all right, watch the game against Mount Pleasant and Waterhouse. Mount Pleasant the clinical. So easy go Mount Pleasant missing a bridging. That game they wouldn't draw 1-1. Don't bowling, dash to the game with them, and you remember that game there?
Yeah, when them up 2.
When up 2 and make Waterhouse come back, don't bowling dash to the game. So I must show you if the team them be clinical against Waterhouse, you know?
Yeah, but the truth is, if Waterhouse the more clinical too, then put away a whole heap of team versus within 1 love or 2-1.
I would say that, you know, because most of the time, the second half, them play.
Well, what they need to do is improve on the first half then.
You know, the tactics of the coach, them always come out slow, them start slow, and then them try for second half for outgun the team. But I think that tactics are wrong, and when them defend, them allow players to come at them too much. And I'm here, Craig Butler talk about it too.
Hey, Ayat is a winner still, you know. So you have to watch down below then. You must.
Hey, I go talk about would I bring up that. And the people at Buckley.
No man talk in mind, And it's good. So
Body
regardless
and
of what
body.
people say, you talk your mind.
Big up Light, what's up, bossy? Yeah man, IMAX a big up Light. IMAX football, bless up, just chilling before I hit the road. Yeah man. Michael Woodburn, big up yourself, big up yourself. Ted in the building.
Go on.
Oh, go on, oh, go on. What do you talk about the under 20? We talk about the JPL playoff Monday night football. Just share your opinion and you know, what your expectation of the under 20 team. You know, who are the player you look for really, you know, showcase them
You
talent to
know,
the national team
I'm
and the
driving.
JPL.
I'm just leaving the UE campus, but I did some looking on the team. Over the years, we have always had the same excuse. Oh, we have not been prepared enough, and we didn't get enough sessions, or we didn't get enough fitness, or so. One of the things I'm looking for is not one of those excuses again, because this competition has been known about for days now, and even with the JFF and what is going on, it's like it's just a shamble, because that player, a specific player, I don't want to really call a name, family member have to be basically funding what is going on. And how can you look at a player like that now if he's not performing, and say he's not performing when his parents is funding everything? It's just gonna, it just doesn't look good for us as a nation.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, as a nation where we can't even provide for a basic thing like under 20 championships. And when you look at the talent pool that we have, we shouldn't have any problem. Shouldn't. But
So
shouldn't is a different word, because, as I said, over the years, we have always been hearing the excuse, boy, we didn't get enough time to prepare, or we're lacking fitness. If you know all of this problem, why are we going into a competition with it? So,
and then me have a big problem too. Too much players get injured in the camp.
injured.
Yeah, injured.
Yeah, I heard look rumors of that. I heard it was nothing serious, but I mean, that is why you should have a talent pool to choose from. I mean, a large talent pool. Every player you have in the camp should have a backup, should be ready to fly at every given notice, because injury is something that you can't 100% prevent. It's a contact sport, and anything can happen at any time. So you have to really prepare for it. And you know, as I said, Jamaica don't lack talent. At that level, what we see that our Manning and Dakasta Cup has produced, finding 22 decent boys to represent us shouldn't be a problem.
But you know, people say that they use the school balls already, and
I didn't hear you say that again.
we
I didn't. Can you say that again? You're breaking up. I didn't hear you at all. What is going on?
yeah man, the internet jump off all and all.
Yeah. So you were saying something about schoolboy and the fact that we have used the schoolboy already. I didn't get the full, information that you were coming across. But the internet have beat us hard for this session. I'm not lying. Internet have beat us hard. But if you were saying, I don't know if you're hearing me, and if you were saying that persons would have said that we have used the schoolboy football have not gotten their favorable results, you have to remember that these were the very same coaches who came out and said that they weren't prepared. So it's not like the talent wasn't there, but the coaching staff and the whole system of the management and persons who are involved in the system weren't prepared. So it's not saying that, hey, the players don't have enough talent. That was never the issue. Talent was there. They're the ones who weren't prepared. I mean, the last under 21 or under 23 competition that I heard from, I mean, the same excuses were being bounced around. Players were unfit. It was obvious that they were. I mean, players were given enough time to play together. There was no chemistry, which is no fault of the players. I cannot hold the players accountable for such thing. I mean, this is a major championship, not a little game. And it can't be that schools are preparing for Manning and the Costa Cup 4 or 5 months in advance, but yet our national team that is going to represent us at the youth level is preparing 4 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, and they're not even training the full 4 weeks ahead of a national competition, which makes no sense to me when other nations are preparing their boys in like 3, 5, 6 months in advance. So how are we going to compete?
But I think though the schoolboys should when the top talent in the school league, they should play for a club. They should try to play for a club.
Yes, but I agree, but not every club is going to provide a situation where the schoolboys can come and perform. You know, you look at various teams that are in the Premier League right now. They are not interested in using schoolboys. You understand? And not only that, when you look at where the dimension are, where the schoolboys of top talent are, you're gonna look at a boy leaving from States coming to play for a team in Kingston and then have to go back to school in States. Remember that they're basically still in school.
True.
So, you have to come up every evening for training. How are they going to balance that? So when you look at the rural schools that are outside who have the top talent, how are they going to balance? Are you saying to them, hey, forget about school and just go focus on football?
You can't
You can't do that.
But some will make that choice though on their own.
Some will, and we see many who have done that. But I mean, when you look at Webster, who was at States and was a very promising striker, he came to Wolmer's, I thought, and there was not much. He went to Cavaliers, and the transition is poor. If you look at the transition, it's not a favorable one. I don't think he's lived up. I don't think he has transitioned well. I don't see any improvement in his game of play, and I've had the opportunity to see him a few times play, and there was little to no improvement.
Well, the next thing we find out when the players them leave Jamaica and go to colleges, the JFF, the person responsible for picking players, they don't look at them.
I can't blame them because, as I said, JFF, based on my research, I don't think JFF provide enough medium, or the coaches on a whole have enough medium to see these players play on a consistent basis, or to get even statistics on what these players have been doing. You understand? Yeah. So it's hard for them to pick a player. Say, for example, a boy was very outstanding in the Manning or the Costa Cup competition, and then he went away for a year, and he's playing in a league, yes, but you don't have any information on his progression. You don't see him. They don't invite them to Jamaica like 6-7 months in advance of a major championship so they can have some games and see what the team look like. Nothing like that takes place. They only call them 4 weeks, 5 weeks, probably a month before the competition starts, and expecting that they're supposed to find their most potent form as quick as possible, which it doesn't work like that. I've seen national teams at the under 14 level spending time with longer time period with their teams than we with our under 20. If you even look at our national team, it's the same thing. There's no time spent in building chemistry. There's no time spent with building the team together so the team can understand your system. And as most people don't want to say, our boys are not the brightest in my boss. They're gonna come there and learn a system overnight. And these are the same boys that couldn't pass CXC, maths and English. I expect that they're gonna come into a system and learn it in a 2 weeks time and have it pat. Come on, man. Let us not deny the reality, and that is the reality that we are facing, and we have not. We're afraid to say. The real truth is that the most talented boys that we have in Jamaica are usually the ones that are not very smart in taking instructions, are not very smart in reading and comprehension, And when you lack basic comprehension at a high level, when you want boys to move to a higher level of performance where it's more instruction based and teaching patterns and movement, and boy have to remember patterns that trigger certain movement, it's gonna be difficult that you want them to learn all of this in like week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, while maintaining high endurance and muscle endurance training, cardiovascular training. You think these boys are going to remember this? And then when they go out there and they play some football, you put your hand for your head and wonder what is happening. It's just that we don't want to call the spade a spade. And that's the truth.
So basically, preparation.
I think preparation has been our issue for many years, and I've not seen much real changes towards that.
So the talent is there, but preparation is failing.
Yeah, I think the talent is there, but the preparation is lacking. Because as I said, if you look at how our boys physically match up to anybody in Europe, physically we're there, speed-wise we're there. Mentally we're off. We're a bit slower to learn things mentally. But so when we understand that that is something that has been a disadvantage to us, it means that we have to start preparing earlier. We want to do the same thing that the persons in Europe are doing. But those kids are reality. The real truth is those kids are generally smarter than our students as it relates to comprehension and understanding. And that is what we lack in. So why is it that we are acting as if our boys are some bright boys and they're gonna... It's just the reality. I've met boys in my little tenure, and boys talented, I'm telling you. Put a ball at his feet and he's talented. But that boy couldn't read to save him life. And that is the reality that our economy, our society is facing.
Somebody said that you're 100% right. The panelist is on point.
I mean, that is the reality that we are facing. I guess that person is taking a keen note in what is going on in our society as it relates to football. We're not saying that because our boys are not smart, it can't or it can. It just means that we need longer preparation time. So them
somebody asking if that's really true that these players aren't smart. I think it's more about preparation or lack of off.
All right, but when we talk about smart, we can classify it lower down. No, there are persons in Europe that you can take up a session, and in 1 week, the system that the coach wants to play, these players can adjust to it immediately in a week time. And that's just because their level of comprehension and understanding is a bit higher than our boys, and that is reality. Whether we want to hide it or we don't want to say it, it's true. Most of the persons who are involved in a football used to go to school know that the persons who play football are usually not the smartest. And that's just reality. It's not that our boys can't get it. It's just that they need more time to get it. That is the real fact of what is going on. And honestly, I don't think neither. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't think. I don't know if the JFF or the persons in charge don't realize that or what. But they keep doing the same thing every year and expect a different result. I have never seen... I think that's the heights of lunacy. Crazy people do the same thing over and over and try hope to God a different result of a landing at them lap. So for me, that's something that we have to look at. We have to try to correct. Because I don't think... I will never ever say Jamaica is lacking talent. We don't lack talent. Speed-wise, we have it. And I've seen boys here that are technically sound. Once you put that ball at their feet, they are technically gifted. But understanding, when you reach to a level where it comes to your level of understanding and comprehending, that's where we fall short, and we constantly will fall short because a lot of persons don't understand that the preparation for us has to be longer. And that's the reality that. Because nowadays, boy, I talk about dunce is the way to go. It's the reality.
Romar Lawrence said, reasoning on the game. The players' IQ are the biggest downfall.
So that again, I didn't hear.
Romar Lawrence saying that reasoning our players don't understand the game. The players' IQs are the biggest downfall.
That is what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. That is their biggest downfall, but that is something that can be fixed. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as a child that can't learn. Every child can learn. Every human being can learn. It's just that some takes a longer time to get things than some. That's just the basic thing. Somehow we need more time to understand and
So
comprehend things.
basically, our coach and our teach, we have to have different ways of teach each individual person.
We have to literally readjust that. We have to literally take that out of our mind. I think honestly, my belief is that persons in our society who are involved in coaching should do some basic level of training in special education. And that's just my view, because whether you want to say, as I say, people in Jamaica are usually afraid to call a spade, but our kids are special. Our footballers are special. And a lot of person will get what I mean. They are special. And they need to be dealt with accordingly.
Big up yourself, Richie Royal. We ain't at the building, Richie Royal. There, Richie Royal. We there. So we are talking about the U20. We are talking about the JPL playoff. So you can send in your questions or we can answer it and stuff like that. So yeah, Andre Hines, the mute. Right, so Andre Hines mute. Like he might get a call or something. Andre Hines is a coach also. Used to coach at Charlie Mount High School. Won Ben Francis Cup there. So he's a quality coach. You know, quality coach. Was the assistant for for for, for Charlie Mount 2018 when they win the Ben Francis Cup. So he knows what he's talking about, and he's a teacher now at the Spanish Town High School. So yeah, man. So if him jump on back, we can continue the reasoning. Like there are always going to be a few that can learn at a faster rate, but the majority can't. True. Can learn can learn for sure, but those basic principles needs to be installed for the grassroots stage. Yeah. He's back, people, he's back.
So what was I missing? And got the phone. Me, I use the phone and call.
I was just going through the comment section. Um
I'm not able to read the comments as I am
yeah
driving,
man,
so I just glance down and
Lloyd said that there's always going to be a few that can learn at a faster rate, but the majority
Oh,
can't.
facts. And that's
Don't worry, Lauren said, can learn for sure, but those basic principles need to be instilled from the grassroots stage.
yeah, but alright, this is the thing. A lot of people use the word grassroots, and I think they use it like too general, because what you teach a child at grassroots, the pace is at grassroots. You see, when they come to the senior level, they are going to go to different coaches who have different ideas and different way of playing. Now, players' ability to adjust to this information is what makes them great. And that comes down to simple, basic understanding and comprehension. Whether you want, no matter how you want to pretty it up, grassroots, baby root, it comes down to basic understanding and comprehension. Because basically, how the world is working, you're getting coaches from all over the world now who is coming to instill their principle and their way of life on you. And what we're saying, that once our players go into a system or any form of external system that requires them to think outside of the box, we're gonna have a problem. And that's the problem that we have. When I watch Jamaica game and I watch what's his name? Lambert. That's his name. You hearing me?
Name Kevin Lambert. Yeah, man, I hear
Okay,
man.
but yeah, when I watch Lambert play and I look at his ability to adjust, he was like ball was coming to him and he was making bad decisions with the passing and the hand that hitting, and I watched the game and I looked at first half. I'm say, all right, we'll see what happened. We're human being, it happened. Second half started and I started to watch to see what adjustments he would have made to improve his game. He literally did nothing different and was expecting a different result. Same thing with the right back. What's his name? Brown. Nothing different. No adjustment to how he moved when he moved. No adjustment to the first touch. No adjustment to scanning the field and picking a pass before the ball comes to him. There was literally no adjustment, but they're expecting different results, and that's what we're talking about: basic comprehension and understanding. Those are the things that we're talking about. Now, if we had more time to play as a team together, these would have been situation that would have presented itself, and the coach or everybody could have corrected before it reached a stage where it's do or die. Because against Mexico, it's do or die. There's no correcting there. You get what I'm coming from? So that's one of the basic things that we have to look forward to. I mean, as I said, I really think Jamaica is buzzing with talent. I've seen boys that are I deem to be very, very, very talented youths, but as I said, the level of understanding and basic comprehension is lacking. When you look on a boy who can't, it doesn't matter to me the use of the Creole or whatever you want to say or patois or how him talk. It doesn't matter to me. It's just how if a boy get into a situation in training, he can't even explain himself without using, explosive or getting arrogant. Because what? Most of the times they fall themselves in these situations. It's just because they can't communicate. And if a boy can communicate to you individually under no pressure, how is he going to communicate on a field under pressure?
Yeah, under pressure.
Under pressure. These are the basic things that we overlook as coaches, we overlook as management, we overlook, and it costs us in the long run. Jamaica problem is not the big problem. Every one of them players out there can control and pass a football. Every one of them. But our ability to think ahead is atrocious, man. It's atrocious. And I think
big problem.
big problem. That's where our problem is, and that's one of our.
So Richie Royals, a coach ability. Anyway, by the way though, Richie Royal is Whispers, Dujan Whispers. Yeah. See, Jamaica have a serious problem. I am training my young son to play that position. Oh, so he has two sons. He has Whisper, smaller one. What's the name of your smaller son, Richie? The kid going to be better than Whisper. Whisper naturally born with power and intelligence of the football, while brother is special. To Saint Richards. Okay. Richie, you can click the link and jump on my live and come share. Because more find out the system. When you go real society the other day, more you tell me some things that you see and you remember coaching and some things to the coaching. You get me? So you can jump on my live and share that idea with you. Share that idea with the audience. You understand?
Yeah, even with that, I'm a strong believer in coaches developing their own mental system and mental attitude towards developing player. I think we should leave that system where we try to copy and try to imitate what people do, because as I keep saying before, the mental attitude of our players are different. And if you copy it to the T, you will not get the same result, because the mental attitude of our players are different. So we have to basically sit down and, as a coach, as a nation, create our own system, make a lot of documents of what we have done, why we have done it, the results, so we can constantly correct and fix until we come up with something that works consistently. And that is what clubs like Ajax, all those big clubs over the world have done over the years. They have documented what they're doing from the team, and don't think that the first one they did work. It never worked. It never works. But they keep going and making documents, making the proper documentation of what they're doing every day so that it can be imitated or regurgitated at a later day. We in Jamaica, we wake up as a coach and we just go out there and say, all right, I'll play some ball. All right, we are go pass. There is no documentation. There is nothing on what we want to do consistently. So I think that's all. As I said, our Jamaica, it starts from up top still. It starts from up top.
Start from the management.
Yeah, man, it starts from up top.
But,
A good
but
system depends
one,
on.
one of the next thing, Ted, where I mash up the football in Jamaica is that coaches can volunteer for a while, right? Can volunteer because sometimes a man love the sports and him say I'm gonna take up a team and show him want the youth them play some ball and thing. But he not necessarily know if it coach the youth them role and responsibility of a position. And you have a thing in a football we call golden age. Right? If you pass them age in a football and you don't learn it, hard for you to become, a world beater.
Yeah, because they develop bad habits that are basically not easily fixed.
You don't learn. I think it's not it's the coaches at the grassroots level not teaching everything more than not teaching the right. You understand?
Yeah.
At the grassroots level,
Yeah.
coaches don't know everything to teach at the grassroots level. We know some,
but not everything.
We don't know everything.
Well, I don't think nobody will know everything, but I said that if top management have a plan and they communicate this plan effectively and efficiently to persons who are within their system, then you don't need to know everything. You just need to know our nation way forward. And once you know that, you would have little to no problem.
All right. I want to ask you a question. You ever go one of them primary school training, ask the coach what's the role and responsibilities of each position on the field?
But I love football so much. I have been to so many trainings, and the things that I see growing up and going on, and when I look at it and I say to myself, that is when players come to our level at the Man in the Costa Cup level, and we have so much things that are some basic things that they should know, that are issues that have been engraved in their basic muscle memory, that it becomes like before even thinking that's what they're going to do. It's difficult for us to remove it because at that level it was working. And they don't understand that when you go further, certain things won't work against players who are more intelligent. Certain basic skills that you use to get yourself out of problems won't work against intelligent players because they were even being performed wrong in the first place.
You see it.
And coaches at that level don't really correct it because at the end of the day, they're winning, they're making a buck. They are
making no buck and I make no money, just a win and the win kind of money down there. Depends on the score where they still. But majority, all right. Say in our competition, a primary school competition, say 5 school will pay properly, and the next 20 are y'all go chum change. And most of the time, the best coaches are at the school with the less will get less money. You know that?
I don't know. I would like to disagree and agree because I've seen situations where I know coaches have been, I know them have the ability to coach, but because of complacency and lack of competition. Now, say for example, I am at a school that dominates, whether I try yes or no, it doesn't drive you to become better because you know that the other schools lacking so much resources, it's not going to beat you. If you get what I'm coming from. So it's a lot of things. Our Premier League, it's not that organized, and it is bad that our grassroots under 13, we under 12 players, we don't even have a fully functional organized league that is consistently, put together and providing results on a consistent basis. So It's tough.
Yeah, it look weighted. Like for me, the grassroots should be easier to organize when any other competition. And you know the kids them want to play, so it's easier to get kids to play. You really have to work on, you know, have to focus on how you have to pay players at that level. So it's supposed to be easy, and it come like this, so we have the
That's
hardest task.
that is difficult. It's very
You know
difficult.
what I'm saying? It's supposed to be easier for us to organize a structured competition for under 13 and under 15 players, under
I wish
17.
I wish it was so, but it's not.
See me? Because clubs now pay them play there. Them want to play for the love of the sports. Them love the sports. Them want to go. Them want to enjoy themselves, and them want to show them showcase them skills. I think, but administration or companies and organizer fail to put together a proper structure for the competition. And I think that is one of the biggest, one of the factors then. Facts.
All I can tell you is that they're gonna tell you, oh, they don't have any sponsors and they don't have any this and they don't have any that.
More
It's
ask
gonna
a question.
uh,
When the under 13 team play 10 o'clock and them have to go play back 11 o'clock the same day, what kind of development that?
that's just too much. What system are you? I mean, you see, you damn it, these kids come to you with some chronic illnesses, chronic injuries that develop from a very young age because of some poor coaching, poor time management, poor resting period. And when they come to you with certain injury that basically irreversible because it is damaged to such an extent where, and then you're saying to yourself, you end up with these injuries. This is where it's coming from. These are the place where it's coming from. How can you have I tell you, our system is in a it's in a situation where we're just doing things for doing its sake. But as I said, all of that has to do with management. All of that has to do with time. All of that has to do with a lot of things. And the basic one, the biggest one, is the management. With good management, there should be good results.
Yeah. But I think though for the nation football though, like you said that you don't like to copy things from other nations, try to find our own. But I
It's not
believe
my style.
but I believe though, if we can get a national system, that mean when I say system, that means that you are always want to put in your flair in how you teach your thing and stuff. But certain things supposed to be mandatory. You understand? Mandatory in how we teach. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we do that and we are one accord, we are one page, I think we can, develop top talents.
Mm-hmm.
Top. But one of the thing, enough people understand is fitness, even warm-up sessions, you watch warm-up sessions. Teams have it wrong. Cool down sessions, teams have it wrong. Most of the time, these fitness coaches, they can teach you to become muscular. They can coach to become muscular, and stuff. But football related fitness is different.
I mean, football is a contact sport, so everything about it is just different.
See me I say? Different. It's different from track and field, and it's different from bodybuilding.
I
You
mean,
understand
what
me?
we do, what is I encourage persons to do, information is never too much. And with every sport, I've had the opportunity to do a minor in when I was doing my bachelor's in volleyball. And there's a specific drill that they do in volleyball that the coach used to improve explosive jumping. Because a lot of jumping, volleyball is a lot of jumping and
Yeah,
too
when
many
you're black.
shots. Exactly. And especially when you're spiking and stuff like that, alright?
Yeah. Mm.
And when I looked at that drill and I tweak it a bit, I realized that specific drill can be an exceptional good drill for my defenders, my D-links, and especially my goalkeepers. So what I'm saying is that every sport sometimes carry a bit of information that can be tweaked to suit your needs. But when you bring back the same design, the same exact drill, and you bring it to a sport that it was not intended for and expect a specific result, that means you're mad, man.
The madman.
Something is wrong with you. That is why I say that we as coaches in Jamaica need to stop talk well, we are going XYZ, go this and go that. Yes, learning is good. Go there and learn to create, not to imitate. Go there and see a specific drill and find out why is it done, what is it working on, and look at who you're working with, how intelligent those persons are, and say to myself, how can I tweak this drill to fit my nation?
True.
Where boy on the corner say fully done is the way to go. And those are the boys that you're going to
you getting to say fully bright is the way to go.
Exactly my point. So you see, when I look at these things, that is why when I hear persons jump up and say, "Oh, I've been to this country and I've been to that," it's neither near nor there to me, because I know that 98% of them just go there, copy the same thing that they see there. 100% come here. It's like you're on Google copying and pasting an information. You come here, you just drop it and expect that, oh, this is how I see them doing it there. So once I do it here, I'll get good results. Bullshit.
That's a good point, in terms of how we teach the sport. But I think we can copy management, the management part of it. We can copy that. But I think the teaching aspect of it, we have to look at it and see how we can tweak it to help our needs, our country, our nation.
But true. I think there are certain management styles we can look at it and say we don't have to copy it 100%, but we can use it as a platform and
right.
fit, because the personalities that we don't. There's one thing that I realized over my years of doing football, and I have learned that we don't teach students professionalism. And no, that is something that no schoolboy have. No, not even Premier League players don't have professionalism. They have none.
None.
They don't even know. I bet you if you go to one of them and ask them, what does professionalism means? Most of them can't give you an accurate definition.
They don't have the after field management.
They have no professionalism at all. No, because they have no professionalism. When you pull them to the national team now and you have them working there and they have no professionalism, it's difficult to work with them.
Okay,
but when you look at other nations, you say, oh, them have issues with players, because these players are taught the importance of professionalism from an early age. Them have engraved it in them brain, the importance of being professional. But we at Jamaica, we depend on what we call it now, do what you can do mentality. You understand what I says? There's a lot, and it is not. Our system is broken from the top to all the way down.
Yeah, man, system broken.
Change. Yeah, man, our system is broken, man.
All right, so we're playing Costa Rica Saturday. I think the 18th is Saturday, right?
Yeah. And
we're playing Honduras the 20th, and then we're playing Antigua the 22. So that's 2 days apart. What's your take on what do you think about Fuzzy though, as the head coach? What do you think his style of play? You like his style of play? You think the same style of play he used with Waterhouse he's going to use with this team? What's your thought?
I mean, as a coach, you know that age has a lot to do with age, maturity, playing time, experience has a lot to do with your tactics and how you present your team. I have not had the opportunity to see any practice game of our under 20 team. None. Unfortunately, I had work and stuff, duty calls, so I wasn't able to go by. I think they had a match by Arnett with the national team. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to see that, but I wanted to. So I didn't see the team.
With the national team? Against national team or against Arnett?
I think Jamaica played the under 20 played our national team at Arnett.
No, man, mix. It was a
What?
mix.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think that should have not happened. I think they should have played the full under 20 team. Just it was not a win or lose situation. Just to give them, put them under pressure, see how they looked. If it was mixed, I think that was a dumb idea. If it wasn't, then yeah.
All of the practice match them. All right. Only one. All right. All of the practice match them don't make no sense for them play.
Because I don't see the purpose of mixing it.
They played a practice match against a Westmoreland team, and I feel like the practice match was a waste of time because the competition they are way ahead of those players that done by Westmoreland. The Westmoreland team is a pickup team. They don't have the fitness. So for me, that's a waste of practice game. If you're not playing a Premier League team, which is even not the best, it don't make no sense.
But they could have gotten a Premier League team and played under closed doors.
You understand? They played
Look how many teams did not make the top 4, which will not be playing for the rest of the season. Wrong, am I right?
Right.
Why not play one of those teams?
They played Arnett.
What are the 4 teams in the top 4?
The 4 teams in the top 4?
Waterhouse, Arnett, Mount Pleasant, and Harborview.
Waterhouse, Dumbolin, Arnett, Mount Pleasant.
And who?
Top 6 now is Cavaliers and Harborview make up the top 6.
Exactly. So why don't play one of those teams?
They played Arnett, but they played Arnett too early, I think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they need. Remember, this under 20 team has no chemistry. They need chemistry. They need playing.
You know why I said too early? Because majority of the boys them will play against Arnett, not in the team now.
Oh, I see. Maybe it was just to look in on those boys because sometimes coaches, have highlighted their players are based on Michael insight. Based on Michael insight, the players were selected, and he was given a list and say, "Look, these we are working with."
But what I say is, waste time. Waste time playing these teams when you could have just play.
Formality, and the public opinion is very vital, because if the public gets to understand or think that everything is already pre-planned, then persons are going to have a different view that players are not getting the opportunity. So you have to put it out there to make it seem like players are getting the opportunity when they are not.
Oh.
I can tell you that, but as I said, when we're in the situation that we're in, where we literally can't fund our own program and we're relying on persons to do most of the heavy lifting for us, we have to.
They can fund the program, they just don't want to.
Well, I'm gonna work with the word that they can't. I won't say that they can because I have no evidence of it, but based on their word, they can't. So let us work with that. So
where's the money? Where's the money they get to work to?
If they're giving their friends luxurious contracts like that like what I heard, certain persons are having, then what you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? You'd be surprised to see the contract that if JFF make it public, the contract that some of these persons who are working in the JFF have. No one of them have no money. No one of them have no money.
So the match tomorrow, which is Saturday the 18th, will be at 5 p.m. Jamaica time. 5 p.m. Jamaica time. And it is a group. So a group.
Well, I hope to God I can get a live stream of it. Get some watching of it. But I mean, it's gonna be a good game. I'm hoping for it to be a good game.
Is that in the group D?
As I said, I've not seen Jamaica play, so after I watch that match, I can tell you for 100% certainty what is going to happen. But because I don't even see the list of. When I saw the list of players that was selected for under 20, I swear to you, I don't know most of them.
Oh, you don't know most of them?
I've never heard those names.
Well, I have the opportunity to look at their clips. Never really watched them in a game before, but I see them, them clips and them. Them always like pick out the best thing with them do, the clips.
Mm-hmm.
So I never get to see them play. But for the Jamaican ones, the Duncan McKenzie, you have seen Duncan McKenzie already.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
show it.
him. I
I show
honestly
it.
think that I think he's a talented player, but I really think he's consistently being involved in the games is not what I like. I mean, he's a talented boy. You have moments of hot brilliance, but as an attacking player or a creative player, you have to consistently be involved. And I think that is something that, over the time that I've seen him play for JC, that has been the biggest issue that I have had with him. I mean, as I said, talent when he gets the ball and he can do magical things, but he was not consistent. I've seen him playing game where he played good for about 10, 15 minutes. And the football game is 90 minutes, and I haven't seen him. He was on the field. I didn't even know he was on the field, and I watched the entire game. So his ability to get lost in games is something that is worrying if he's a starting attacking player for us.
Yeah, somebody said true, and he doesn't play a lot of true passes.
Mhm. So that is something that you have to look at, and you're looking at when you talk about your creative players. Your creative players have to be hungry for that football. They have to complain that they're not getting it enough. You get what I'm saying? Hungry, want it. He seems like the type, as I said, he's a talented boy, but he's not aggressive enough
So
for
what do you think
me as an
about Pearson
attacking
though?
player. Pearson, still the same thing, still the exact same thing. I've watched him several games, time and time again. Um, Brilliant as it relates to his ability, but that natural instinct as a creative player that you want the ball and you want to get that ball and be creative, he does not have it. When you look on the most talented youngsters that are coming up, that Bellingham from Dartmouth, 19 years old, um, when you look at other persons, Cavaninga, who just gone to Real Madrid, he's just turned 18 years old. These players want the football.
I
They
same young.
hunt it down. Yeah, man, Eduardo Cavaninga. These players hunt the football. They need it. You
Yo,
understand? He played in the finals. And these are young players. And they want it. They don't shy away from the football. They want it. And that is one of the problems I have with our creative players. They don't. They're afraid of the football.
yeah, nobody not showing for the boys like,
Yeah,
and
they're
it a mash
afraid.
up.
I don't know.
It
They're
a
very
mash up.
afraid of the ball.
If you are the creative player, you're supposed to dictate the pace of the game, Bridges. Supposed to.
And if those are our two creative mind players, as I said, I am worried.
Uh,
Hopefully something can happen in the game, and they give us a better result than I expect. I've not yet seen them outside of the schoolboy football realm. So let's see what happens in
let me
national
see
team
if let me
colors
see if
and
I
their
can
chest.
let me see if I can share the 20 man squad on this, and then we'll look at the
Yeah, man,
midfield
let's go
part.
through the names one because I says I'm driving, so I'm listening and talking as I go.
Yeah,
What time is it? That's one.
hold on. Oh, I can't find it again. What? Oh. All right, so people, this is the squad. The goalkeeper though, Canaboy Skagger, that is a quality goalkeeper. Really good, really good, really good. He's from Reading FC. Ricardo Watson from Waterhouse. You know, them
Yeah.
call him Breadback. I think them call Breadback,
I think I'm aware of
Luke,
him.
Luke Badley Morgan is from Chelsea. So you expect a Chelsea player, we expect a Chelsea player, to have certain things already instilled in them. Um,
Expectation and reality is a crime.
a true man. Tariq Zimenez, you see Tariq Zimenez already.
I think he's developing well. I still think there are aspects of his game that should have been corrected by the age that he's at now. no excuse, because I keep on saying that players of his age are playing at the highest level of football at this point, playing for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. So no excuse. But he's playing against his age group, so we're expecting, I'm expecting a good performance from him as well. I still think that there's a lot of question to his defensive qualities, and I still think his crosses in the box are not that special either. So let's see what happens.
Lamont Rochester.
Rochester or
Yeah.
Chichester?
Lamont Rochester.
I don't know that person. I've never heard of him.
He was captain of the St. George's team. They didn't did well last time. But standout player down there. He plays for Cavaliers in the Premier League, starting playing Cavaliers. Top player at Cavaliers. Can
Alright.
play multiple position.
Atkinson didn't make the team?
Atkinson too old, man.
Okay. Same more.
Louis Watson is an asterisk for me. I don't know how this player made the team. Dexter Lembekisa. Louis Watson usually plays for KC. I think he's the son of the assistant coach at KC.
Okay. Well,
allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, cool.
Allegedly. Dexter Lembekisa is from Wolves, but I heard that he's injured and he was replaced by Kamali Powell. Remember that young player from CC who left and went to England and now he's in Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamali Powell. I think he replaced Dexter Lembekisa.
Where is he playing? Which club is he playing for now?
Who?
Powell.
Powell. I think he's at a club in Germany. I think it's Antwerp. If it's not Antwerp, it's Fortuna. I think.
All right, I just want to know that he was playing football. All right, what was on the list? Because most of these players I
don't know Jordan Anderson. He's from Pro Stars FC. I don't know this player.
I don't know that person either.
All right. Romain Blake. You must see Romain Blake.
Yeah, I know Romain Blake.
We'll talk about Duncan McKenzie. You know Malachi Douglas?
From?
Chabotan Maroon, CC.
No.
You know Christopher Pearson, Alexander Bicknell. What's your thought on him?
I've not seen him play. I don't want to judge a person by his name.
You never seen Alexander Bicknell play in the Manning Cup?
For who?
For Mona.
Which position?
D-mid.
Oh, that kid. No, I mean, who knows? He might have improved greatly since I've seen him, but nothing special to me at that point.
That's a question mark for me too.
Mona had a lot of tough games, and they came on a lot of pressure. So I don't want to be critical of him. I would like to give him the opportunity to prove himself, and I love that. But I've seen Mona play about 6 games, and he didn't stand out to me at all. Persons who stand out for me for Mona was their left back. I don't remember what his name was. The goalkeeper was a body. The centre back, I think. But the guy that played that brown guy that played in the middle, it was nothing special. I've seen in our Money and Dakasa Cup, I've seen way better talent. But
so the midfield is going to be mostly local based. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I told you what, I gave all player my honest critique. And we have a thing in Jamaica that if you are critical of somebody, it means that you bad mind them or you hate them or you don't like them. I've never met any of these players individually, nor do I have no bad experience with any of these players. So I have no reason to hate, bad mind, or grudge them. I'm just giving my honest opinion based on what I saw. That was like a couple months ago in the Money and Dakasa. That is just it. Because that has been a great issue of we Jamaicans. If you say something bad about a player, you hate him or you bad mind him. I don't know any of these players. I've never met any of them individually. So As I said, those are the issues. I told you the issue I have with Duncan. I told you the issue I have with Pearson. And the guy now that plays the D mid, as I said, I've seen better in the man in Undercaster Cup. So I am surprised he made the cut, but you know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we don't have control over that part of the world.
All right. So in the attacking position, mid, you have Tyler Roberts, you have Jamon Barkley, you have Chad James, Kobe Thomas, Devontae Campbell, Jamari Clark, Zion Scarlett.
None of these players I've never heard of. Are they local based or international based?
All right. Jamon Barkley is a local player.
Yeah, him sounds more familiar to me.
Yeah, man. He plays for KC.
Yeah, I know. I think I have an idea who that is.
He scored most of the goals in the practice game.
I think I might have an idea who that is. Who else do we have in the roster?
And Devontae Campbell from Mount Pleasant.
I know Devontae Campbell. I'm aware of him.
So, yeah, Tyler Roberts is from Wolverhampton in England. Chad James is from Marset. Or Marset FU. Kobe Thomas is from Inter Miami too. Jamari Clark is from Reading FC. Big lad, big lad. You know, center forward. Watch his clip, score some nice goals. Yeah. Zion Scarlett is from Columbus Crew too. Heard that he's a top talent. Let's see if he can put it together for the national team.
And that's one of the most important things, you know, is like you can be a top talent where you are, dominating where you are, but when it comes on to putting that talent to actual use, that's where it really matters. And I'm always excited when our young youths are playing, and if I had the time, I would definitely travel to watch these games, but the time is, you know, you have to work and coach and all that stuff. So the time is not there for us. It's just the time in this case. So I would love to watch it. I will search the internet extremely long and hard to ensure that I get a good streaming of the game, because I would like to see them play. Over the years, that's been difficult to get a stream in on our under 20 team games. I don't know why nobody brings those games, but it has been extremely difficult to find it and watch it. But I would love to watch it if it's out there anywhere. My aim is to find it.
Under 20, it will be on YouTube, man. If you have VPN, I think the Kangakoff station will carry it on YouTube. Just change the location, type in the Kangakoff YouTube channel, and you come up.
Hopefully that works.
That's how we watch the Kangakoff Caribbean Cup the last time.
I have a few sites that usually carry the games, so I usually pop in on them.
He's going to carry it, you know.
So I will definitely check them out and see what you think of them.
Final thing I'm going to talk about is you know, what just tell me a prediction of the playoff of the JPL. I'm not watching the JPL, but
yeah. I've thank God for the Sports Max app. I've been very tuned into a lot of games. Sometimes I drop a sleep I watch them because God got them boring. But a few of them, you know, I've got the opportunity to watch. My take is that I see Waterhouse. I think Waterhouse is gonna take it, honestly.
Okay.
I think Waterhouse is gonna take it. Mount Pleasant has been, as always, when it comes down to the final end, been too inconsistent. They have been consistent for a long period of time, and then when it reach down to the final stage, it's when the inconsistency chips in, and I don't know if they realize that the players are burning out at the end of the season, so they need to change their regime as it relates to their cycling of players' conditioning. Because I've seen them play, and it looks like those players are trying to move, but they're not moving. So I don't have them to finish to win the.
So basically, something wrong with their fitness, the coaching in terms of fitness part.
I don't know. My analysis could be wrong. There are various issues that can present itself that can cause things. Many variables involved in football. Football is one of the sports that has the most. I don't think there's another sport that has more variables that can affect a player like football, because you have 11 players to deal with. You understand? And if two of the 11 functioning accurately, you can lose a game. So as I said, I see that they're breaking down. Like usually, once it comes down to the, I want you to think about it. Mount Pleasant will be dominating, and once it reaches down to the final leg of the season, you have been watching football. Tell me, have they been performing up to par?
So one Waterhouse will be at the final.
I've seen Dumbo Hall in play. I mean, they have been running very well. Very good team as well.
The coach is
But
back in.
he's back. Well, they've been
Right.
performing without him, so him being back doesn't change the price of saltfish. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go out on a strong limb, and just because of the financial power, backing, and support that team will have, I'm seeing Waterhouse beating Mount Pleasant in the finals.
Woo! You're going financial backing. That don't mean
Yeah,
that Jamaica
because
football, right?
it does to some extent, because I see a few players coming back from injury from Mount Pleasant. They have a few days to put their thing together. If they're able to put those players together free of injury, they should be able to put up a good fight. But
You
if
want to hear
those
my
players, yeah, I would love to
continue,
hear your take on it.
continue. You want to hear my two finalists?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Arnett Guard is going to beat Stars of the East, which is Harborview.
Yeah,
They are going to play Waterhouse in the semi-final,
yeah.
and I think that Arnett Guard know how to play Waterhouse. The last time
Okay.
they beat them, they beat them from the whistle blow. Arnett was all over them, beating them left to right. And um, although Cephas was in that side, but we still have capable players who can really put on the heat and
You say
Waterhouse
we, so
team.
you're an Honest supporter.
Yeah, man.
I heard the
You
we,
know,
man. Lad.
with Arborn, the Marlon Martin in the midfield, the Giant
Our boy
Thomas,
Blick.
the Gotchi, the Ajuma dancer with the wicked square, Eric Edwards in goal. The quality team at the final.
That's a
But
good
they
team.
have to get the job. They have to get the job done. Against the Star of the East first.
So you're seeing Arnett in the finals.
Right. And also, I am seeing Cavaliers beating up Mount Pleasant, which Mount Pleasant is Cavaliers beating stick.
True. So what happened
So I
to
don't see
Dumbo?
I don't even see Cavaliers in the final. Mount Pleasant in the final.
So what happened to Dumbo Holding?
I think Dumbolin. That's where I think Dumbolin may get better of Cavaliers, but I want Cavaliers to go in the finals. But let's see how Speed manage against Everald Thomas in that semi-final.
Well, I based on the quality that Waterhouse have, and I mean the coach is gonna be old, but quality is quality. I think they should be in the finals. I would agree with you about Arnett, but whew, let's see. Let's see. I mean, Arnett has some. I've been watching the game, and based on what the coach has been saying with injuries and indiscipline creeping in. As I said, football have a lot of variables, and you have to take them in consideration. And you as an Arnett supporter, you're supposed to be aware of this. Are you not?
Yeah, but remember they have the young players there who step up. They can play. So I don't. There's no excuse for Arnett not making the final.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
There's no
Well, I'll
excuse.
stick to
All
my.
players are
I'm
they're playing.
I'm holding out. I really think Waterhouse is gonna be there. The only way Mount Pleasant is
Still
not gonna be there is less they face Waterhouse or Cavaliers at an earlier stage.
Cavaliers, them a face Monday night.
I, I think Cavaliers is a weakened team. You know, a few of their players has been injured and is coming back from injury, and defensively they have been in shambles since the injury, since King picked up an injury that has been bothering him, a knee injury that has been bothering him over the period of time. I watched the game and I could see that his movements and reaction time is way below par. So definitely I can tell you, if he's not 100% fit,
But
then you
remember,
can't.
Cavaliers beat a Mount Pleasant team, 3-1, not even one love, without King.
Yeah, yeah, but that was
So remember
when
that.
you look, remember, Mount Pleasant was going through the same phase as well. New players coming in, injuries. So I mean, I say it has a lot to do with a lot of variables. It has a lot to do with a
So
lot of variables.
so it shows to me that and over the years, Cavaliers have been beating this
Yeah, they have been beating
team.
Mount Pleasant a lot.
So it's a psychological thing against the Mount Pleasant player whenever they play against
As I
Cavaliers.
said, as I keep on telling you, I don't think Mount Pleasant team runs the way they run at the beginning of the season. When it comes down to the later part of the season, when players should be hitting their peak performance, Mount Pleasant players are going the opposite direction.
Right. And every time when they catch this business and they face Cavaliers always get the best of them.
So I would have to agree with you on that one. Come to think of it.
So it's
But
hard to it's hard to
I'm still sticking with Waterhouse for the finals.
so
I don't know who's gonna join them yet. I think it's a crazy battle and catch. So definitely,
don't bowl stand a better chance.
I think they're in the best position to meet them at the finals.
Yeah,
Honestly,
don't bowl in the better position of that.
I think they're in the best position. With their players not. I don't
Waterhouse is
think not
not safe.
hurt.
They have Waterhouse is not
Wow.
safe none at all. They have Arnett to face. Arnett, 2 legs. It's not gonna be easy.
It's not going to be easy, but I think Waterhouse is going to be victorious. I've watched Arnett play, and I've watched Arnett's best game, and I've watched Waterhouse, and I've watched Waterhouse's best game, and I can tell you, based on my opinion, I have a lot of players who play for. I know a lot of players who play for Arnett who I think are exceptionally very good players. Players that I respect. But Waterhouse at their best is better than Arnett at their best.
All right, let us see
And
see
that's
what will
just
happen. Let us see what will happen,
and I
people.
think in the
We don't go. Remember, we don't go share our opinions. So our
I'm
opinions,
sure
please don't beat us. All right.
yeah,
Opinions
and
may be not your opinions. You may not believe in our opinions. So
yeah,
understand
and as
that,
I said,
people.
football is a game of variables. The more
Yeah,
control
man.
one
Lot of
team
variables.
has over the variables, the higher their chances is to win a game.
True. And sometimes the people when have the most control, they end up winning still. 'Cause, football come like gambling sometimes. You don't know who you
As
come
I
out.
said, it's about variables. So, say for example, even
You
if I come out and I dominate the game, but yet I didn't score on the team, it means that that team has control over one of the variables that I don't. And if they score on me and I don't score, that means that there are two variables of all the other variables. They had control over two variables as well that I could not. The main two important variables where I could not attain. So it has to do with variables.
Okay.
Passing is a variable. Everything is a variable in football. But dealing with these variables are a tough thing. But I have to run now. It was decent talking to you about football as always.
Yeah,
Hopefully we
man.
can do this again after the team play, after I've seen them play, and we can,
Saturday,
yeah, man, we
5
can
p.m.
talk about it. Yes, sir. After the game, we can chit chat a little about it, their performance and their results, and give our opinion on what we think should have happened and who should have that and that. So until then, it was always a pleasure. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. Respect my boss. Big up.
No problem.
There you have it, people. Andre Hines giving his 2 cents. Former coach of Charlie Mount High School, winning Ben Francisco assistant there. Now he's at Spanish Town I teaching. Let us see what is high school will do in the Manning Cup. You know, very bright individual, knowledgeable about the game. Enough love and respect. Oh, it look. Oh, what look? Oh, it look. The under 20. You know, we have a chance until we play the first game. We could see. We have a chance because the competition has started. Until we get the two first result, then we'll know what is what. So yes, people. You're coming late, Karim man. We're about 2.5 hours there talking about the football. Coming late. Yeah, I understand. But you know, they are in Honduras, they're preparing, seeing them watching a video on the JFF YouTube page, JFF Instagram page. They were doing some technical work and they didn't look bad. They look like they're ready. They're ready. Pierce and all that of them. Firehouse all the way need this for sure. Yeah, man. Firehouse all the way. Good team, good team, good team. But on it, Mrs. On it, Mrs. Andre Grizz on it, Mrs. On it, Mrs. Straight on it. Let me see if I can get information from the opponent. Hold on, the people. Let me see if we can get some information on the opponent. Costa Rica. See if we can get some information, Karim. You know, on the Costa Rican team. Jaja. Hold on there. Maybe we can get some which for the club then where the ball them play. And then we set out a list. And the ball them play. So let me see the question I'm saying now. So crazy. Bam. You have any information on opponents? Which player you want to see play? Ooh. Work. Why am I late? Yeah. Who never beat me yet in a final? How long? When last no win a final? Ask. When last what was in a final? Any of those play any practice we could look at? Yeah, I think Shipyard TV have a practice game with Jamaica play with Westmoreland team. You can look on that one. But that may I say to more say a practice game with the team we're gonna play against. Wow. I love this that right now. I'm just gonna watch it. Don't watch that 4-2 hear that. Yeah. A 2 times of the season beat you, Bridget. 2 times of the season beat you. You understand? Some little you to use to play in Bridget. So I start to see if I gone because the more now get any amount to score, you gotta score double. More see if I should score 2 more upon it. Coming to semi-final. I try to get the information, my boss. Let's see. A room. Hey, to get information on them team, I tell you. Uh, to get information on them team, I swear to you. Yeah, man. See first Ghana, not Macedonia, man. That not say nothing. Limbrisky, Limbrisky in Honduras. Who name Limbrisky? They don't know who they have Limbrisky. Limbrisky. Who name Limbrisky? Professional Flow Club. Come on, man. Limbikisa. I don't think so. I heard somebody saying that he's been replaced by Kamal Powell. So let's see. Andre Grizzle. Gail not here, so I'm kind of scared. Gail not here. Scared. Yeah. That's what it's scared. Yeah, you're scared. You know, Gail did make the tactical changes then. Bent and some other top coaches there who can, do the thing. Cephas is not Macedonia. Yeah, that's my concern, Karim. That's my concern, big concern. Need some practice game against some professional teams. The biggest, highest international professional teams. Whether a different country, you understand? Yeah. We will be learning on the job. Yeah. IMAX, Limb Biscuits. Yeah, well. Limb Biscuits. Yeah. So people, there you have it. We talk about the under 20, talk about the JPL, we talk about a lot of things, the variables, what is damaging our football in Jamaica, what we can do to improve it. When we go over the countries, we need to copy some things, but we cannot just copy and paste. We need to see how best it can fit into our national system and create something for our own, which can work and dominate other countries. So people, thank you for coming on to Unseen Sports TV. Welcome to the Unseen Sports family. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like up the button, click the like button, people. Help with the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, for people to see this video and thing. So people, thank you again. Remember, it's unseen, one scene, not a crime scene. Always on the scene. See sports from a different angle. And I am out.